Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be working on a Chevy Cobalt SS. If you all are from Randy's channel, AutoAuctionRebuilds here on YouTube, then you will have seen this car before. This is the Chevy Cobalt SS Supercharged that Randy picked up from IAA. I believe it was around the high $900 mark. And we were out driving it the other day and we noticed that it seemed a little down on power. We seemed that it just wasn't getting the kick that the supercharger should be giving it. And we checked the coolant level for the supercharger itself. Pop that open. And there's absolutely nothing in there. Nothing. Zero. Completely empty. Bone dry, actually. And again, we just noticed this the other day, so I went and took a look underneath it, and come to find out, let me get you underneath here. We have, I would say it's a little bit smaller than the size of a pinky-sized hole down here in the bottom of the supercharger heat exchanger. At least that's what they call it when you come to looking for parts. Alright, now that we know where the issue is, we need to get this front bumper taken off. Should again be just a couple plastic clips, the fender clip here, and a couple bolts here on the inner fender liner. I'm going to go ahead and put you guys up on the tripod, and I'm going to take care of getting this bumper off so we can get a little bit better view of what we're going to be dealing with underneath that bumper. Hopefully it'll be easy. We'll find out here in a second. Alrighty. So, we got a couple issues that we've uncovered by taking that front bumper off. The one that kind of concerns me is this AC condenser. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it is, bent big time. I'm guessing it's from the accident. It looks like it popped out of one of the brackets here on this, the supercharger heat exchanger. Other than that, everything else looks like it is fairly straight with the exception of the radiator fan being pushed out of its spot, but that can be fixed and it needs to be bent back on that bracket over there. The priority for right now is to get this supercharger heat exchanger out so I can get that welded up for Randy. Put you on there for another time lapse and I will get back to you here in a second, hopefully. And we'll see what happens. Alright, so we had to move the car into the garage just because I needed it up off the ground a little bit more. Had to get a hose clamp off from the bottom of this heat exchanger for the supercharger, or else it's not going to slide out in front of the radiator. So I'm going to get under there and take care of that. Should be just a minute. Alrighty, so we got this heat exchanger out of the car, and man, if you could tell by those time lapses, it took forever. I actually had to move the car into the garage just to get a jack under it so I could drop it out the bottom. But right here is our problem. Got a puncture hole right in the bottom of it. It wasn't holding any water. Absolutely nothing came out. Well, a little bit did, but almost nothing came out. So there is a gentleman out here in Oklahoma City, and he does radiator repairs and also aluminum welding. And contacted him a little bit ago, and he said that he should be able to do that for us, and we might be able to record as well. So we're going to take that over there to him, and he is at Acme Radiator. That's here in Oklahoma City. So if you guys are local to the Oklahoma City area, he gave me a pretty good quote. I'll let you guys know what it was once we get it welded up. Alrighty, so as you guys saw, he used a torch to fix that up for us, and he did a great job using the torch. I'm astounded by what he can do with the torch. I'm usually used to seeing people use TIG, but hey, I'll take what I can get, and it was a fair price too, so I'm not complaining. So all we got to do left is put this back in the car, then we should be good to go, and then we'll have cool water flowing through our supercharger. Get us a little bit cooler air temps, maybe a little more power. So I'm going to do that, and for you guys, that'll be a time lapse. Alright, and as you can see, we got it done. Took a little bit. It really did take more than what I thought it was going to. I don't know if you can hear it, but the charger's back there. Randy's working on the charger today. But yeah, we got that back in. It's all fixed up now. If we come down here and take a look, again, another huge shout out to the Acme Radiator, Oklahoma City. Great guys, super cheap, really appreciated it. And again, there's no more hole anymore. I'm just really happy with that. That was great, especially with him using the torch like that. That was amazing work. All right, so now that we got that done, we just need to button up the rest of this stuff, get the bumper back on, and we need to get that other fender clip put on. And that's gonna be either a different video or Randy's gonna take care of that, since this car lives with Randy. I know some of you think that I might be taking over this car, but I promise this is Randy's car. He just allows me to work on it, and I love wrenching. So I'm not complaining, Randy's not complaining, or at least I don't think he is. So I'm looking forward to driving this car once we get the coolant in the heat exchanger for the supercharger. And again, thanks for watching. I appreciate you all viewing this video, and hopefully more content to come on this car and a few of the other cars that I have lined up for y'all.